Okay. Am I supposed to have a reaction when I come back? Like, I don't know. I'm supposed to be professional when I'm doing this, right? Not supposed to be like, that was a good one. I mean, what are you supposed to say when you get back from whatever it is you do when you walk away? Okay, so back to this VOD review. G2 get the first blood. Ah. All right, back into this.
Cash out for the Draven, it's disaster! Rux locked down, now Yike becomes Yumi! Reckless running! Oh, it's a disaster for FNATIC! G2 just too damn clean!
It's all fallen apart. G2.
No, I don't really agree that, well, the game's over if I lost the
no
lane.
summoners left in bot lane.
Solo queue, I guess it is.
Confusing decisions from FNATIC. Why are they taking that fight? They're playing Yumi Sejuani. There's no melee support to help Sejuani stack up the stun. There's no exhaust on Rux. Hansama still has flash and cleanse. Now it's over a 2,000 gold lead in 5 minutes. The early game 3-men of the jungle bots have just been gifted a triple kill.
We have to take a look back at this replay because this is, believe it or not, 5 minutes into the game, probably the game-deciding play.
So this is great from FNATIC. Get
I
the
just
Diego
don't
flash.
see how
now
that was
run
a
away.
game-deciding
Why
play,
are they
guys?
staying
Come
around for,
on.
thinking they can take this fight? Only Reckless can do damage. Razork has no spells left. There's no exhaust for Viego or Draven. And Hansama is just free hitting. Razor gets hooked.
That makes it sound like that this game was fixed.
Rux gets flash auto
Now it's coming off to
to
me
jump
like,
onto Reckless. He
you guys
dies.
knew this was
and then
match
Reckless has
fixed.
lethal tempo stacked up, thinking maybe he can kill Hansama if he dives and bait him with the barrier, but that barrier's gone instantly. And I think he realized that, but didn't realize soon enough. Flashes and dies. Hansama, thumbs up from Mickey. And now it's only gonna get worse. Dylan's just laughing there. He knows how bad bot lane is gonna be for FNATIC and how much Razork is gonna have to babysit and cover and pray that G2 make a mistake down here.
I don't know.
There was
maybe
a lot of questions around Hansama.
it kind of looked like Dylan
Dylan
knew that Reckless doesn't like the lane into Draven.
Locked down and taken out.
And so there we've got to start keeping track of our stuff on our little paper here. Like you've got Wonder did his teleport. This is important stuff, guys, that if you're playing the game, you want to get good, you got to keep track of this. Get a little notepad, write it down, click it. I'm really bad at doing it in the game. It's something I got to work on is like, they made it easy where you just click in the game. Like, you just click on the opponent, and or when you tab, and you can see their flash and stuff. And like back in the day, you'd have to go and tab out, type it in a notepad, and type the time down, and copy and paste it. Go back into the game and paste it, and keep doing that to keep timestamps and stuff. So, Riot made it really easy now. So you don't need to keep track of it, maybe like I do, but I enjoy doing it this way. This is just my system. I'm old. It's going back going back. I mean, am I ever going to be able to change it from how I do it now? I don't know. Anyways, point being, and what I mean is my system works. I'm just saying the way you keep track of the timestamps. Regardless, you want to be really good, you got to keep track of the timestamps. Like, and you got to know, like, I could pop quiz players. I know I could probably pop quiz pro players and ask them, like, hey, Razork, what's the cooldown timer on cleanse? And he'd probably say, I don't know. And I'd be like, well, it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds, or 210, or it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds, or 210 seconds. Which, like me, I'm a dumb American, so I can't add in seconds. I can only add in minutes. So you tell me 210 seconds, I don't know what that means. I can count it on my fingers and be like, 200, that would be 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And I can tell you that way. But, so there's a lot to it. Like, And so, like, the standard one flash, everybody's got to know that flash is on a 5-minute cooldown. Now, how many people out there I'm asking this of knew that off the top of their head? It's 5 minutes. And flash is very important because to get a kill, more than likely, you can't get a kill unless you get their flash out of them first. So to get a kill, it's like you got to get 2 kills because first you got to get their flash out of them. Or their other summoner spell. Granted, it's not like a teleport, right? Or a smite. And so you've got Wonder. He used his teleport. I've got it written down here, but whatever. But that's a 6-minute cooldown. Resort, his flash is down from this fight. So then that's, what's 6 plus 5? I don't know. I can't do math. I guess it's 11. 11:28. His will be back up, right? And you make plays off this. What's Azir's cooldown timer? Let me ask people out there. This is something really important I keep track of, and I got like this list I make where it's got all the cooldown timers on it, but in seconds. These are important to play off this. A lot of people, if I ask you, hey, what's the cooldown timer on Lee Sin's ult at level 6? I'm sure everyone would say, oh yeah, Sodaron, it's 1 minute and 49 seconds, buddy. You wouldn't know. And you would joke and go, oh, well, it's 2 minutes. And I would go, no, it's 1 minute and 49 seconds. And you would go, oh, yeah, 2 minutes. There's a big difference between 2 minutes and 1 minute and 49 seconds. Because it's like, I think I made a point of it yesterday. I remember in a VOD of G2 where they made this play, against Vethio. And Vethio's flash is down. And Caps, I bet I could ask Caps about this. Maybe not, but it was just off by like 3 seconds. They would have made this play on Vethio where his flash was down. I think they were making this play and they teleported top and sent everybody top. And because Caps was down bottom lane, pushing clear up past the T2 turret into the enemy base almost. And then it made Vethio go up top to get the other wave, but Vethio didn't have his flash up. So it just completely shut him out, right? Because that gives you a huge advantage if, it was flash, it was teleport, right? Or was it, no, I think it was flash. Sorry, I had to think about this. It was Vethio's flash was down, I think. Caps had teleport. But anyways, it was somewhere where Vethio should have not been up top. And so G2 knew to shove Vethio up top. If they sent Caps bottom, like they knew what would happen. They would send him bottom lane. Caps had teleport, so it was fine for him to be there. And then all it did was shove Vethio up into a spot where Vethio shouldn't have been. And then Vethio was there and he shouldn't have been, type thing. Where Vethio had to counteract that as a player and on his team and go, oh, no, guys. See, what they're trying to do is Caps is down here shoving this bottom wave, and I'm Vethio, and so I'm the star player of this team. I need to be back down getting that wave or whatever, or answer his farm, and it didn't work out that way. So it ended up Vethio going like top and being in an awkward position with his flashes down, where you're playing against top teams in the world, LCK teams, for example. They punish you every little tiny mistake you make. Like, and what I mean by that mainly is like misclicking somewhere on the map. But I mean just like barely, like that play I was showing you with Caps a few minutes ago where that W was like literally that far away from hitting his character. Like that's the way like the LCK players play, where like you just, one little movement is just out of place and they get a check on you or a skill shot or something and the game's over. And that's like how close the games are. And then why they're trying to like handshake back and forth and what they're trying to do. Just one little tiny place out. Just one little mess up. It's frustrating. But anyways, I got this huge list I make of all the cooldowns and everything that I'm trying to make. And it goes back into this system. And here I've done like another 2-hour rant. Truck it on with this.
Hansa and Mickey, are they still feeling confident in this one? They're forcing the flash because Caps is on the way. Razor's been cut out again. He just
Humanoid wasted his flash there for no reason. I don't really know why Humanoid flash.
FNATIC found their opportunity. Hansa and Mickey, are they still feeling confident in this one? They're forcing the flash because Caps is FNATIC found their opportunity. Hansama and Mickey, are they still feeling confident in this one? They're forcing the flash because Caps is on the way, and Razork has been caught out again. He just keeps cashing out. This man is rolling in money.
6 minutes in, 3-0.
I don't know. It's kind of funny to see Humanoid just scared to death right there. I don't understand why you're scared.
Hansama and Mickey, are they still feeling confident in this one? They're forcing the flash because Caps is on the way, and Razork has been caught out again. He just keeps cashing out. This man is rolling in.
I don't really know that
he
one.
He just keeps cashing out. This man is rolling in money.
6 minutes in, 3-0-1 on the Draven. Already close to his mythic. Was Reckless has 2 daggers and a longsword. So kill over 2. FNATIC is good. Goes to Sejuani.
I don't know. It's kind of like they could have won it. It kind of looked like Humanoid. They could have just went all in right on Draven and probably killed him. And I'm trying to figure out why is he scared to death right there. But he used his ult.
Taken out. FNATIC found their opportunity.
I guess I missed where he used
trying to punish Ike. Locked down and taken out. FNATIC found their opportunity. Hansama and Mickey, are they still feeling confident in this one? They're forcing the flash.
That one kind of confuses me right there.
He just keeps
I don't know. I'm confused by what Humanoid did.
FNATIC
Like,
found
why?
their opportunity. Hansama and Mickey, are they still feeling confident in this one? They're forcing the flash because Caps is on the way, and Razork has been caught out again.
I mean, I guess, okay,
Trying
Reckless.
to punish Ike. Locked down
Hansama
and
had his
taken
flash.
out.
Okay, there we go.
FNATIC
See,
found
I
their
was kind of being a dumb fan. I kind of got caught up in, like, where I thought Hansama's summoner spells were down, but he still has his flash and cleanse to get out of that.
Hansama and Mickey.
Cover and pray that G2 make a mistake down here.
Oh well, moving on. That was just kind of weird out of
players, certainly
Humanoid.
with high ceilings, but with their potential, hold that
Flash out of place
Now
somewhere.
Humanoid trying to punish Ike. Locked down and taken out. FNATIC found their opportunity.
I don't know, it might have been
still
because he
feeling
didn't have
confident
his
in this one. They're forcing the flash. His
QE up.
Caps is on the way, and Razork has been caught out again. He just keeps cashing out. This man is rolling in money.
6 minutes in, 3-0-1 on the Draven. Already close to his mythic. Was Reckless has 2 daggers and a longsword. So kill over 2. FNATIC is good. Goes to Sejuani, punishes Yike. Yes, but I think they should have ran up there. I'm not sure why Humanoid ran down with
they're
Razork.
talking
Maybe he
up
thought they
the
could collapse
matchup
on
here
them,
down
but
in bottom.
there's no ult on the
G2 is
Azir.
winning.
Gets bit baited. Reckless dashes away from the hook. Hansama has a little bit of a
Broken
freeze here.
Blade
Reckless can't
looks like
even
he's
walk up
winning
and get
his
the
lane
last
up
hits. It's a
top, and then Caps is winning his lane,
2.2k
so
gold
all
lead for the
3
Draven.
lanes
7 minutes into the game.
Are winning to G2.
Yesterday, we saw Hansama and Mickey
They're all 3
dominate.
shoved up
Today,
into the
again,
enemy
we are seeing
side.
Hansama and Mickey dominate. Last year for Mickey was rough. NA for Hansama was rough. But these players are hitting the ground running. They are hitting their ceilings. It feels like so incredibly fast early on in the season. Already playing like a well-polished unit. And the Draven coming back out, it's just 2018 flashbacks all over again.
It really is. Reckless level 4, Hans level 6, stacking wave bot. No jungler around, but Razork probably needs to cover this. He's hovering around
The
the
big
bot side now trying to get
jungle
information.
item difference
Yike could be
here
there.
then
They don't have the
between
information to
Machine
work with.
and
Yike's just
Caulfield's
farming right now, but
hammer.
he needs
That
to be here to
how-
respond just in case. That's the thing that FNATIC have been asking themselves this
what
whole time. Are they going for it or
Sejuani's
not?
wearing.
And that confusion is just giving G2 so much of an advantage and just keeping Razork on his bot side. Yike maybe can get a Herald off this.
Because that's
And what's
like
terrifying
Diego's
is
power spike right there.
Hansama
Once you get a
backs,
Sheen,
spends that last little bit of money against
for
his
his
mythic
ult,
this early on in the game.
much
I
good.
don't even know if they win the 3v2. With Rux's Exhausta, probably. But it's a difficult task at this stage of the game.
Oh my god, look at Hansama's items. Look at Reckless's
So
items.
8-minute Herald. This is another study
You can
thing I
only
need
do
to.
them right now.
That
And the
I
thing
want
is
to pay attention to or whatever.
Games like
Dragons
this,
and
for
Heralds,
professional players, don't get played out unless
Which
they are on stage. These are the kind of games that
they're
players
going for
remake
Herald
on
here
every
first
single
over the
time.
Dragon. So is that
Is that
that's saying Herald's
That's an 8-minute
worth
Kraken
more
Slayer.
right now
I-
to the players?
I wonder what the record is for the quickest mythic we've had in the LEC. Oh, dive coming in. This is
Hansama, instant cleanse, exhaust now going down. Maybe this is enough. Hansama now flashing away. Razork taking so much damage. They get the flash, they get the cleanse, but they will not find the kill or the shutdown.
We could, records
While the
can
mid
wait
lane
till
Caps
after
fishing for the 1v1,
games.
gets pushed back into the tower. Caps are trying to follow up with a Q. Dashes out, rather. E2 into R.
I want to watch that again. That was
The
funny.
tower Caps are trying to
Caps
follow up
had
with
to
a Q.
use his
Shutdown.
flash there.
Capstan, yeah.
While the mid lane Caps fishing for the 1v1.
There's
gets
some
pushed back.
cooldowns down. Let me pop quiz you again. What is Akali's alt timer, chat? Do I have any chat out there? Pizza, are you still here? My chat's probably gone. It's way past everyone's bedtime. Akali's
saving the day there.
ult timer is
Almost
a
got the
minute and
predict.
40
So
seconds.
Caps goes all in mid because Humanoid has no flash, but good reaction time gets Caps' flash on the end of that. Hansama had to blow both summoners on the dive.
Notice this board they have
Oh,
here.
it's just rubbing salt into the wound. It just stings for FNATIC. Now they're
Yike
diving
coming
mid.
in. Humanoid forced to dash out over the wall. Yike can just
He has
keep
ult and
chasing.
flash.
I'm just wondering why
Charging
they
the
have board
W.
up in that
Flash
third
W
brush.
in. Humanoid is done.
And now they can run towards bot here.
And then
Flash W in.
so FNATIC's mid laner
Shout out
got
to
caught
Wally,
out
he
his
can
own
just ult and
jungle, and
flash.
he's a goner already.
Charging the W. Flash W in.
I think
Humanoid
this is when the
done.
game, I guess, gets out of
He has
hand
ult and
here. Like when
things
you're
for
in your own
FNATIC.
jungle,
Now
right here, Humanoid is just trying to farm under his own turret. He should, of course, he's like really low and should. Let me see something here. No, I'm just saying like Humanoid should have probably like backed a long time ago. So he got himself in a position where he should have backed, is what I'm saying. Like Humanoid should have backed about right here at 8 minutes 45 seconds, it looks like. So what does he do?
Waiting for the hook. Ooh, the wall. Saving the day there.
Almost got the predict. So Caps goes all in mid because Humanoid has
You
no.
know, and you're a
Ooh,
player and you know you
Recall
need to
off.
back because you're out of mana and stuff, but you're like, oh, I just need a little bit more gold and I can finish that item. So it kind of looks like maybe that's a thing that Humanoid did here where he knew he should have backed probably like right now.
Forward.
And kept thinking,
Waiting for the
"Ah, I'll
hook.
get another
Ooh,
wave.
the wall. Saving
Then
the
another
day
wave
there.
turns
Almost
into
got the
another
predict.
wave.
So Caps
and
goes
then,
all in mid because
like you only need 200 more gold, but then
Humanoid
he
has
dies.
no flash, but good reaction time gets Caps' flash on the end of that. Hansama had to blow both summoners on the dive.
And so here he's probably needed to back, and so Yike comes in and says, and Yike goes right where he needs to be.
Oh, it's just rubbing salt into the wound. It just stings for FNATIC. Now they're done.
When you're the jungler and you've got like caps up, you want to be if you're jungling and your teammates shoved up into the enemy territory, you want to be where they are. That's if you're the jungler and you don't know where to go. Well, like your mid laner's pushed up here like caps, be around that area to support your teammate that's pushed up because you need to be there to counter the jungler because obviously he's in enemy territory, so the jungler is more than likely gonna be there. So you need to be there just in presence to counter.
Coming in. Humanoid.
This guy here, though, like again, he should have backed. He doesn't have any mana to get away or anything, so he's already a goner. And then you get caught with Viego. This is what Viego's kit's made for, I guess, is catching people out like this.
Forced to dash out over the wall. Yike can just.
Because you got a stun and you got like invis and you got a gap closer ult that heals you.
Has ult and
chasing.
flash.
Charging the W. Flash W in. Humanoid is done.
And now they can run towards bot here. Reckless can't walk up. Look at the gold. It's 4,000 now.
Look at the.
And so apparently this game is telling us you got 2 kills on Viego 10 minutes into the game. You got 3 kills on Draven. It's kind
Player
of
cams, you can just see
snowballed,
frustration on the faces of FNATIC, and you can understand why. Because again, Kedra, you said it. Look at the gold. Look at the difference as the numbers pan out. Hansama, Miles.
I mean, there's things again, like I said, there's small things. Humanoid, he should have backed.
Reckless can't
He was
walk up.
being greedy. He should have
Look at the
backed. So G2 came in here and punished him. I mean,
Oh,
that's
it's-
all that happened
now they
here
can-
is
Charging the W. Flash
G2
W
was saying,
in.
all right,
Humanoid
let's
is
punish
done.
him. He's under here. I'm
And
sure
now they
Caps
can
will
run
say,
towards bots
hey,
here.
Humanoid's here. He
Reckless
has
can't
no
walk
mana,
up.
so he can't
Look at the gold. It's
WEQ
4,000
out
now.
of here.
Look at the
If you
player
come
cams, you
down
can
here,
just see
Yike.
frustration on the faces of FNATIC, and you can
So
understand
Yike
why.
came down
Because
where he
again,
needed to
Kedra,
be
you
and
said
he
it.
caught
Look
him
at the
out.
gold. Look at the difference as the numbers pan out. Hansama, miles ahead of the competition, doubling Reckless's gold at this moment in the game.
I don't know. Like FNATIC might be a team here where they can't come back from behind. Who knows? Like maybe that's
Unbelievable
just
how
their-
far ahead they are. G2 looking so dominant now. But they were
We'll
kind of
have to
handed
wait and
those
see
kills
and write
initially, but the
notes
second
about
you
it.
do
But
give them
judging
those
from
kills,
this
these
game,
players
like,
are
maybe
good enough that they're
FNATIC's
just
a
going to
team that
snowball
they
it into
just
such a
can't come
massive
back from
lead.
behind. They get in a deficit.
It's only going to get
they're
worse
done.
now. Reckless base and both Berserker Greaves, so a little bit quicker,
Really,
but it has
really
absolutely
good
no
teams,
damage
the best
compared
teams,
to
they can
Hansama.
come back from the
Hansama has no
deficit.
summoners though, and Razork has his ult up soon. If you're ever looking for a window for FNATIC, it's there. Just all in bot 3v3. Maybe they can one-shot the Draven somehow with level 6 Yuumi, level 6 Sedge, Chain CC. and an
And
exhaust
by
or
this
something.
point, 10
Top
minutes,
lane's
it's
just
not
been
even
farming,
mid-game
This
yet.
is just my
and
average
there's
solo
got-
queue game as a top laner.
There you go.
Even and bots over.
We're getting vision in the enemy jungle from
Wow.
G2's side.
Is this the library chance or
I mean,
pretty
G2's
brutal?
getting vision down in their enemy jungle already.
Here's the thing, though. Okay,
That's what puts
and this is
puts
what's
pressure on the
scary,
map.
is
once
that
you start getting
the
those
gold
wards
lead,
in the
early game,
enemy
hold that thought.
jungle.
Caps getting pushed back under tower, now dash backing into Humanoid, dash backing, dashing back into Humanoid. We will retreat, just trying to keep Humanoid on his toes, trying to keep him below, so Yike always has that threat of coming in, as we see a bit more trading on the top side. Good stun. Wonder now pulling away. I think health bar just too low for him to fully commit to the exchange.
Eyes on bot lane though. Razor just showed mid, so what's going to happen? They're going to proxy them, force them back, pop the Herald, take the entire tower. Maybe they can start to look for a second tower or a dragon. They're strong enough to fight the 3v3. The only issue...
Maybe that, I was just thinking into that too. Like, that's might be why G2 took the Herald instead of the Dragon, was they knew they'd had this bottom lane. And they just, that was the plan. Get the Herald, bring it down in here, and finish this turret
they
off.
have is
Looked great
Caps is
for
on the
them.
tower,
I don't
and
know if
Razor's
it was their
looking for the
plan or
dive.
not.
He's not even coming bot. He's
It
trying to
looked like
dive
it had
Caps here.
been
Will he be able
planned
to pull
out,
off
or it looked
and
like
land no,
they've
no
done
flash
this time
on
too.
Caps? Humanoid's getting plates, and
Waiting, trying to dash out. Dashes back in. That's an oopsie.
Okay, so we've got a if we're looking on our papers there, we've got Sejuani. Hold on. I should keep this up at all times, but I don't know how to. Once I have it in full screen, how do I, I don't know how to view this at the same time. Oh, and I didn't scan this. This don't do me any good anyways, showing you that one. Whoops. The alt timers. So, yeah, what was I saying? What was Sejuani's? 2 minutes, a minute 40, and a minute 20. Azir's is 2 minutes. It's funny, you start looking at these alt timers, and a lot of these team comps, when they're drafted, the alt timers always match up and are like basically the same. Like FNATIC's roster, or basically all the champions on FNATIC's draft have like the same alt timer. Like, I gotta get that out of my vocabulary. If I say like again, please like or subscribe my channels. There. Moving forward.
Mouse in the wrong spot, maybe, but that's a good kill for FNATIC.
hits the bullseye.
This is
FNATIC
not
need to
good,
run.
though. Humanoid running against the
Fields.
flash. He's going to be forced to flash out, but they're already waiting over the wall. He knows he's dead. He
I don't
won't
know
even-
where Razork's going in that. That's kind of what I was wondering on this play. Like, where is Razork going? Because he's blue. His
committed.
side of the
Runs
map is blue. Why is he
Humanoid
going
running against the
in
flash. He's going to be forced to flash out, but they're already waiting over the wall. He knows he's dead.
He's got what
my
is
God,
Push
poor
W
Rux.
again.
Razork doing?
Kitty cat. Catharsis for all the Yumi haters.
That's so unlucky. Can we get a replay of that from Rux's POV?
That type of
because
stuff
Mickey
makes
flashes
me
over,
really
thinking
irritated
Humanoid's
if I'm
going
on
over.
a
He finds
team
such
like
a
that,
straight
and
cat
I
that
got
then just
teammates
kills
that
it.
treat me like
That is a little brutal.
That is
Just kinda
brutal.
To
that
me,
way.
you turn around and come back and fight with us. If we're on a team, we're all fighting together. If I'm down here fighting an unfair fight and my teammates up farming somewhere really irrelevant, you're not a teammate.
Wait, Razor getting caught out as well. Yike on the chase.
Nothing against Razor,
there's
and
anywhere
that
for
wasn't
Razor to
an
go. Probably
attack
just
or
waiting like a
nothing.
little goalkeeper on
I'm
the
talking about like
opposite
solo
side.
queue players
Rux,
and
man.
random jungles and teammates.
G2, it's brutal. It's just close your eyes and turn away. This is G2 are just
So
monsters.
there
in
you
that.
have Humanoid's
I spoke
TP
to
coming
Mickey in
in.
the preseason.
Cool
He said,
down
"Get ready for
timer,
20-minute
6
games."
minutes.
I thought he was
so
bragging.
take
Thought he was
6 and
boasting.
add it to
Didn't
12.
know if we'd see it on stage, but
12
we are.
plus 6 is
This
18
is dominance.
plus
Now,
6
good news for
seconds.
Fnatic is they do get this catch on the Caps, but he's not the Fed
His
member of the
teleport
team.
will be
Yeah,
back up.
the Avengers are coming.
Now there's
Bot lane's already
also
got the
what they
tower.
call the.
So what Mickey
is it
does
the
here
advanced
is he
teleport.
ults Humanoid, and he's thinking that he's
There's
going to
a
flash over. I
second
think he's just
tier
looking
of
for a
it
flash
called
auto on his flash. As he flashes,
Unleashed
hey wait,
TP,
there's a cat here.
which at
Yo, hands. And then they
Level
get a second
7,
kill.
it
So
then becomes 4
yeah,
minutes.
nothing's going
Or-
right for Fnatic this game.
240-second cooldown timer.
Put the cat back in the book. Chalk this one up to unlucky, and I think start again because Hansama has 2 items 12 minutes into the game. He can probably lifesteal through Reckless's damage quite easily.
Go on to make a video that's 30 minutes, and you end up talking about the game
say.
for 4 hours.
Nope.
Go figure, right?
No, certainly not.
So
Now, so G2 is taking
I
the
don't
first
think this is
dragon in
playable.
the game
this
here
is gonna be a
at
Hex Flash hook one shot.
13
Hex Flash hook.
minutes.
Hook! Dashes over the wall, but forces him away from the tower as Hansama collapses away.
Now
This is the
again,
problem. Now
there's
he's-
probably some young coaches out there that or might be watching me or trying to learn some things or two for their material or whatever, etc. Right? I was gonna make a
a
point. I
broken
kind of
bot lane
forgot it.
tower. Hansama has gone from being reckless.
How I'm a coach and I'm making VOD reviews, so I can't point out things casters point out now. I've got to go into very specific details and go very far in depth.
And Rux's problem to everybody's problem, and that is very concerning for
They
FNATIC.
just own the map. Look, they just walk.
And so, to go into depth for you, G2 have a 8K gold lead, and they have the bottom side of the map already opened up because they're about to get the T2 turret here. But they've already, once you start getting vision down in the enemy jungle, like, then that jungle's the other team's jungle, right? So, like, this is red team's jungle now. Once red team comes down here and blue's bottom jungle and they start getting wards down there and they start getting the jungle camps, it's not blue side's jungle anymore. It's red side's jungle. And that's the way to look at it. It's like a lot of fans and players, they don't have any pride in their home at all. They don't have any pride for their home or culture or anything. Just let them take it and have it, I guess. Roll over here, take it. So moving on. So this is G2's jungle down here now, and if you don't believe me, there's two control wards and 3 regular wards from the little support items, so it's really important. Because you only get 4 of them, and they've already got 3 of them now, so that tells you it's G2's jungle.
Whatsoever. They're just gonna push in mid, run through your.
I don't have any chat. It makes hard. There any way you can turn? Yeah, I can turn slow mode on. Yeah. Oh, is it on? Yeah, let me see what I can do. I'm gonna have to hire a mod someday. Apparently, Summoning Insight, they have a really good mod. I don't know how to do any of this, man. Chat rules. Switch to non-mod settings. Oh, maybe this is what I want. Trying to figure it out. Pause chat. I'm looking for slow mode. Where is slow mode? We could take 2 hours figuring this out and make some content about it, man. It's all about how you sell that content. You can sell anything. I mean, this is my favorite show on TV right here. This ain't even real. Now that's some good shine. right? Like, that's all you got to do. It's just water. Not only that, this was this really important NASCAR race to me that they had and shut it down a couple years ago and took it off the schedule, and I'm really upset about it, and I'm going to probably sell this race to everyone the rest of their lives every day till the end of time, until this race comes back. I will be sipping out of this glass, hoping for NASCAR to bring back Kentucky Speedway race. I'm sure they will. Anyways, it was I'm sorry, Pizza Ball 2. I'll probably have to look after the stream's off. I don't know what it is. There's this problem I have where the camera's on me and I freeze up when it comes to doing things where I'm like nervous to look at it on the internet for some reason, which is dumb. But like, I'll show you. Like, I guess I could. Twitch chat slow mode. This command, apparently it's a command. Go to your channel or the channel you are moderating for and go to the chat. Do people even read the stuff they type? Like, they literally say the same thing in the sentences like 3 times. Go to your channel or the channel you are moderating for and go to chat. All right. Click on 3 dots. On the 3 dots in the bottom right corner, choose slow mode from the chat settings. All right, well, I'll do what it says. It says, what did it say? Something about 3 dots in the bottom of my chat. I would think it would be chat settings. I thought it, actually, I think I've seen people be like slow mode. Is that what it is? I don't see the 3 dots. I don't know, man. I'll just have to make you a mod, apparently. How do I make somebody a mod? That's a good way to get followers. I'll give you, anybody can be a mod in my chat. Sorry, I crack myself up sometimes. Maybe it's the shield mode. How about that? We're not shielded now, Pizza. We can say whatever we want. Let her rip. Good actors aren't allowed to ever laugh on camera. That's like the thing about acting, I think. I think the whole game is you can't laugh. Like, the better actors can do whatever it is and not laugh. I like to make people laugh. I'm really good at it. It's all about the timing. All right, so 13 minutes and 24 seconds into the game. Let's keep
for
going.
jungle and run to bot tower, and they're gonna hit it. And if you want to stop them, then stop them.
I've
But
only
they don't
got
care.
4
You're just
more
gonna
of
get
these to
dove.
go.
And the problem is they're so far ahead that, yeah, Wonder's pushing on the top side. He's not going to get, he might get one plate maybe before plating falls away, but G2 are going to break an entire tier 2 tower.
At least FNATIC can clear a ward out there.
As long as possible. Yike waiting over the wall, will not overcommit on this one. Big ulti coming out from Hans, getting all those health bars low. Reckless and Rux.
Oh,
Yeah.
Waiting.
my bad.
Threatening a tier 2 at 14 minutes in, yeah.
My
Good response by
brain
FNATIC.
kind of
have to just use something
went
to push
off
them
there
back.
for a minute.
And if you're watching at home, if you look at Draven's
it's a
portrait on
blue
the right,
ward,
you see a
it
little number on
means
the top
G2
right, that's his
gets the kill.
stacks. So you'll be able to keep track of how many stacks he has throughout the game.
Which he doesn't have a lot of, again.
Now, the
because
only
he just-
problem here is with G2 is they've got, what, you get like 4 wards, and they've got 1, 2, 3, and a little... Might have to clean this up a little bit, G2. I don't know. I mean, it's good. I mean, like, we can do a little bit better even. Like, we're already doing really good. I mean, we can just tweak it a little bit. But, I mean, we've already got... It's nice. Might be a little bit... I don't know. I'm sorry. I think good vision on maps is beautiful. I just stare at beautiful vision all day long. I just sit there and see many maps from teams like T1 that have the map lit up like a Christmas tree, like it should be, in all the right spots. All 4 wards in the right spots with 4 more control wards, or 5.
Just keeps killing people.
Yeah. 38 right now. Just getting spoon-fed kills. 4.3k gold.
I know I'm
14.
ridiculous.
Back to mid. That mid tower is low. That bot tier 2 is low. Herald spawning soon, and I think the amount of
I know I'm an entertainer, guys.
options that G2 have, they can just start running away with this. They're gonna get mid tier 1, bot tier 2. They're
Don't
gonna get
take me
Herald.
so
They're gonna crack open
serious.
top and Broken Blade.
I
It's
am
just
about
kind
the
of
craft
battling
and
out against
coaching,
Wunder,
though.
watching the game unfold.
Yeah. You can see on the
Like,
side of
not to
Fnatic,
a complete... It is show
one is
business.
speaking. Which is
To
a difficult thing to see in a pro game.
some extent.
Stuff. It's these kind of situations. You know, I think everyone's been in the solo queue, especially in a pro environment. There's nothing to say because you can't just make a call because there's no call to be made. Everyone knows the only thing to do here is just hold on and pray that a mistake happens. And if a mistake does happen,
Okay,
then
so
people
we
start
got
to light up and
the-
ignite and say, let's punish
We're
this.
getting the
let's do this."
second Herald
But
here,
until that
and
moment
like
comes,
I said
there's
earlier, G2... No, really, they should have 3 dragons by now. This is another thing, and I was working with a team last year, and I need to get more into it, but we're gonna... I told you early in the video I wouldn't say anything about it, but they... One of the problems I have with teams is, you guys want to win, I want you to go get the dragon as soon as it spawns. And then as soon as that next dragon spawns, I want you to get the next dragon. And in between the first 2 dragon spawns, the Herald is going to spawn. And when that spawns, you're going to be set up and ready with vision around it and take it. And then by the time the second dragon spawns, you're going to be down there with vision and prepared and take it. And then by the time the second Herald spawns, you'll be getting it with the vision and then the 3rd dragon. Then by the time the 4th dragon spawns, you're going to get it. Now that sounds like a lot of work. And it is, right? But it's in 20 minutes. But if you do that, the game is over at 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And it goes back into the window of saying where Gen G closed the game out under 20 minutes last year. It was like 19 minutes and 40 some seconds, or maybe sooner than that. And so the team I was working with, they weren't bad because they could close one out in like 25 minutes, which is pretty good. They weren't in the NA region. And so like 19 minutes is ridiculous. So their best was like 25 or 23. But I really see that if I'm coaching a team, that's how if we want to win worlds and be the best, that's how we do it. We practice on closing the game out faster and faster and faster and faster, because I saw it. Like, a lot of teams can't close games out, and then it's really frustrating as a coach, because you just watch this and you watch the teams and like they're going to lose the game because they can't close it out. And so it should be a game that the team you're watching is playing and it's like 30 minutes in the game and they're winning and blah 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 blah, but they don't know how to close out the game, so then they like lose a fight at like 35 minutes into the game or something, and then the other team wins it because the team you like had their chance to close the game out and they didn't take it. So like it's like there's a window where you close the game out and you have to step on the throttle and close it out. If you don't, like where the enemy team's dead and there's the 30-40 minute respawn timer. But if you stand there for 5 or 10 seconds looking at your teammates like this, what do we do next? Then you're already running out of time. It's things where like you've practiced it, so next step. You guys don't think, like you just go from one, like you're trained, just one thing to another. That's what I'm wanting to work on, but the team I was working with last year that went to Worlds didn't want to work on that. They did their own things. But anyways, moving forwards.
Much to do. Just communicate where
You
they're
tell
going.
people things,
and
you
then
gotta tease
make
them
the
a little
defensive
bit.
play. See, Humanoid and Razork are right behind Wunder. Maybe if they dive here,
So
go too deep.
G2
But
is
Mickey's
making a
gonna walk forward
rotation
and
up top
see if he can find
lane
information. So now G2
with
know they're
4
there.
people and
Do they go for it
Arrow.
anyway? Do they wait for the tower to die first?
Poke now going to go in. Hansama again just does
Like
so
they're just G2 is just gonna take everything here and probably get about 5k gold. On
much damage. Stun going to force the dash away. Yike already on the backside, laying down a little
It's
bit
all
of damage of his
about
own.
trading.
Draven now coming in. He's going to get the finish. Oh, untargetable.
So we got Azir's ult out. Razork used his flash again. I'm not doing it in today's VOD, but it's something I'm mad at myself. If I had a whip or something, I'd be whipping myself right now. Grounding myself. Maybe I'll ground. You know what? Maybe because I did this today, I'll ground myself and not do any more LCS videos this week, or LEC. No more LOL esports for me this week because I'm grounded.
With the ulti, Humanoid now forced out. Wonder going to get taken down. It is an absolute slaughter. Every single fight going in the favor of G2. They are simply too far ahead. 10k gold, 15 minutes into the game.
Is
This
there something
montage
where
material.
They have a Herald.
Reckless
It's gonna
doesn't
hit
like
tier 2, I think. That's
Zeri?
2 towers
I don't
gone.
know anything about
This is-
Reckless playing Zeri.
When this tower
I
dies,
was
they're
busy
10K
doing
up in
my
15
thing
minutes.
last summer with whatever
This is
region
the
it
most
was.
one-sided game.
And
I've
it
seen
wasn't
in a
in
very,
the
very long time.
This
the
might be the most one-sided game
EUM,
I've ever
so
cast
I
in
didn't get to see
almost 3 years.
Reckless and what he was doing. I did watch him somewhat.
The
Yeah.
gold tells all the story you
'cause
need. Set by Santander.
funny
Hansama,
thing
10K.
is,
Humanoid just
there's
barely
this thing
above
on
5.
Twitch called is it
Humanoid.
Opt,
And poor Wunder. I
LOL.
mean, we talked about this before the game started.
and I would catch it on there and
jungle
catch
bot is
EUMs
everything.
on there.
And that's
how I
exactly
knew
what G2 have
about
done.
it.
Caps,
Which I
not to
think
take
is
anything away
they
from
do the
in this game,
LFL,
as much
the
as he's not really
French
participating in anything, he didn't really do much. He
Which-
just fought Humanoid on every wave. Humanoid tried his best to run down,
yeah.
got them a kill. It's just the jungle bot lane.
The assistant
taking
coach
over
I
the
was working
entire
with,
game.
He loves the
Diving in
LFL.
between towers, getting kills early. The
thinks
solo
it's the
lanes, there's no
greatest
real
thing
problem
ever.
there. It's just
He-
the jungle bot. Things are falling
It's
apart,
funny
and as much
because
as they're
I'm
playing
all about the
Sejuani, Yumi,
LCK,
Zeri, and they want to
so
scale against the
like,
Draven,
he
they
was
have to
all
play
about the
defensive. They just
LFL
bit
like
off
it's
way
the
more than they could
LCK.
chew, and if you give a
So
lead to
there's
these
a
champions
secret world of
3
League
or
of
4
Legends
minutes into
that
the
I
game,
didn't
this is
know
what's going
about
to happen.
until
I
I
mean,
got with
not to this
coach
extent. This
last
is
summer and it opened
destruction.
my eyes to the
This
EUM.
is the lead
It got
compounded
me
with
into
what
the EUM
is
Masters
becoming more and more
because
clearly G2's
when we were talking about things,
incredible
I would
skill
tell
for
them
this
about
early in the
my
season. We know they spent
LCK
a lot of time
fascination.
practicing in the preseason, and it is
Challengers,
clearly paying off on stage. It
series.
was dominance against Excel, dominance now against FNATIC.
And his
Looking
fascination
like a
was
front runner
with
for
the
top
LFL.
team in the LEC at this very moment. It is still only 2 games,
And
but
the
both of their
EUM,
games
so it
have been
opened
so
my eyes to that.
incredibly
He said that he
one-sided.
liked to watch the LFL, that they had
Infinity
some
Edge
weird
almost
stuff
finished
that you don't
4
see in the
Razork
LEC.
can't even farm his own jungle. Mid tier 2's gone.
And
But
this is
Tier 2's are
like
gone.
me
6 towers to
personally,
0.
I
This is
don't.
such a hard
He was
situation.
young,
You have to feel for
right?
the coach, FNATIC. We highlighted it once before.
And he
He's
showed
highlighting
me
it. You
this
were essentially
the big
trapped in
age
this
gap
game.
at this because I'm 36.
Watching what feels like a
he's
slow and inevitable
17.
defeat, barely speaking,
Little brother.
praying that there's maybe some window of opportunity, but it is just
I don't really
so
wanna give
hard,
names
especially
out.
after yesterday, which was a back and forth game against Vitality, and it feels like it just slipped out of your grasp.
Like I
for
would give
today,
names out
absolute
if it helped
devastation.
you.
To potentially start a week 0-3,
But-
going up against Mad tomorrow, I believe, and
I don't
Mad
know.
looking strong would be crushing.
I will
in
if
this
you
new
need
season.
it. Anyone that
Really would,
knows
especially
me
considering
that I
it's single
support
round
them or
robin,
help them,
you
I'm
know.
always there. For
Yes, they've been
them. I'm very
fighting
loyal
against the
person.
stronger teams in the league. We imagine they threw away the win against
Riot should know
Vitality.
that.
This
Like,
one
I
is just
really
a
should
shellacking,
turn
so
my
they
back
can start
on
picking up
Riot
those
because
best
I've
of 1
been
wins soon.
one of
Caps
their
looking
most
for
loyal
Humanoid.
people of all.
FNATIC can look for a bait here, but he's not going to take it. That's just look at Hans' items. I mean, Infinity Edge. 3 items, 18 minutes into the game.
And
Trying
I'll
to-
stop this too and make another thing for the kids because this is like a public service announcement, and it kind of opened my eyes that there were times where like I went on Twitter and I think I'm being a comedian, right? Like I think I'm being funny, making a comment or something, making a comment about League of Legends or whatever. And it's just kind of like, well, everybody does it or whatever. But there's this famous player named Diamond Prox that I've had on Twitter for I don't know how long now. See, this is the thing that people don't understand that's sad to me. And maybe I need to show you my Twitter and we can just show you every day. But I watch the players come and go, and I watch the casters come and go. And I watched like this one young female caster the other year on like, I don't even follow her. It's like she talks so much that it's retweeted all the time from other people, right? Well, now it's like she was this big thing in the LCS lower series last year. Now she's jobless from what I know or see. Yeah. Now, I've made this warning to others before, and it's a big, harsh warning that I've learned trying to get into we'll just call it the show business, that we all work together, and it doesn't work where you're a star and you're above everyone, because that world doesn't work in show business. Trust me. You'll be gone the next day. And so, nothing against her, but she seemed like I don't say names. I shouldn't have said she's a she, but I'm a male, and females. I'm attracted to females, unfortunately, over males. But anyways, she is a very outspoken person and very opinionated. But it's like, can't understand why nobody wants to work with said person. You can't throw people under the bridge. You can only build bridges and walk across the bridges you're building with them together. You don't build a bridge on your own. You can't build a bridge by your own. That's kind of the beauty of a bridge, is you need both sides to make a bridge. You can't go, like I live in a state, I almost slipped it out of there. We'll just say it's along a state's name's river. Right, so there you've got like 2 options, 3. Maybe there's the Texas River. Hey Dom, you got the Texas River flowing down by you? Right? So I got to remember where I was going with this story now, because I just was trying to take it much further than it should be. When you build a bridge, you can't just come in and build the bridge, because chances are you're only on one side of the land of the bridge, right? Like, say this is a bridge here. If I'm from this area, I can't really come build my bridge and say, well, this is my area over here now because I built this bridge. You get what I mean? Like, this is what we're doing, like creating connections and the social media and Twitter and friends. We're building bridges, is my point. So like, you can't really, and I think I tried to do this when I was younger and I had a bad attitude, kind of like this girl I see, where it's nothing against her. Some of it is the people that have been like probably too nice to her. Like, hey, the harsh reality is do I want to be famous because I'm attractive? I don't. See, like, I think I'm not a very attractive person, right? Like, I don't think I'm that attractive to be on camera. I'm not attractive. That's just how I see myself. But I don't want to be known as being just the cute boy. I'm just cute. Huh. Or hot. Or attractive. That's not me. I don't want to be known for that. And that might be a harsh reality, especially it looks like, again, I'm not gender biased or anything, but females, I will just say, it tends to be a thing for females that become an adult. And it seems like you kind of get pulled into the world quicker than the males do in the business world because you're cute and we're not. So you get pulled into it. And then 10 years later, you're not so cute anymore and they don't care about you. It's a harsh reality you have to realize. And I'm not pointing this video out to anyone out there, but you're trying to make a living off pointing this out, but yet be in the industry. It's just a harsh reality of life. It's not just the esports industry. It's the world. It's literally outside. I go walk outside. It's the world we live in. That's the harsh reality. It's not just esports. It's the world. People, females, males even. I'm just saying females because I'm a male and I don't have a job with Riot or video games. I've had to work hard for whatever I've got in my life. I've not been handed things just because I'm cute or attractive or because I'm this or that. I've had to honestly work for everything I have. Run my mouth, crawl my way through it, get up again and again and again and again. I'm not allowed to have a career just because I'm cute. But I don't want that career anyways. I want a voice that matters. That's what I've trying to make. I hope that Sodaron's a voice of opinion that has some type of matter in things. Not just some random voice people don't care about. Maybe Sodaron says some community agreed thing in League of Legends and promotes it on the Sodaron channel. And who knows, maybe that problem's solved later on down the road. It's some type of, again, we're building bridges. Friend out there, again, let me tell you, you're building a bridge. Remember, there's two sides on the bridge, right? If you come in and build this bridge from the one side to the other, it doesn't mean, because you're not gonna be from both sides if you're building a bridge. You're only from one side. So if you're building this bridge and coming over here to this side, this isn't your side now because of the bridge. Anyways, enough about the bridges. Building bridges.
No.
Sodaron builds bridges. I don't burn them.
Tier 2s to play for. Sieging tier 3s is quite difficult.
And I don't like using the word I. I like
using
the
mid
word
coming
we
in. They can
because
just
there
start
is
to
no
1v1
such
rush Nash on spawn or to try
single
to force a
thing
dive.
going on.
Yeah.
No I in teamwork.
Well, bad news, Mark. It's just, I don't know how many more times we could talk about the same thing. It's difficult. The good news is it's hard.
But
to
League
see,
of
as you
Legends is a
highlighted.
very
So I
exciting
have to
game that never has any
make their
dull
final play.
moments.
There's only one play left and it's just taking
Never
Nexus.
boring.
Here's FNATIC's play.
30-minute
1v3.
game
Over
goes
the
by
side,
really
desperate to find
fast
the pick.
in 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Yumi not going to connect on the final chapter, but the ulti now going to make sure they do that.
All right, so we've got some teleports coming in. G2's gonna
just barely able to finish him.
pour a broken blade
Shutdown
there.
coming
Let's
in.
see what went on in this one.
Diving for now. Not going to connect on the final chapter, but the ulti now going to make sure.
Let's look at what
Landing
G2 did
their
wrong,
final.
because we did point out, remember, Yike, you did the thing where you misclicked into the J4 brush in the bottom lane on blue side, I think, and tabbed out and died and lost flash. I don't think I have my, is my pen on me? Yeah, I'll write this down. Some of the reason okay.
Play. There's only one play left and it's just taking Nexus. Here's FNATIC's play. 1v3.
Landing, overload
Some
on
of
the
the
side,
reason for the
desperate to find the
Sodaron
pick.
show,
Yumi
why
not
it's
gonna connect
been
on the final
weird, is
chapter,
I
but the
know it'll drag on and on and on, and I'm shy and embarrassed, but I don't know how to upload it on YouTube, or I've want it condensed like a show, and I don't have any editing capabilities, if anyone out there has any editing capabilities, or an easy way for me to edit these videos or things down, please, I would like to know. I have some type of video editing software. Or no, I deleted it. There's something on YouTube where you can cut the videos in half. But what I'm saying is say I do one of these shows, right? Like this show. And I ranted and raved for 2 hours. And there's plenty of content or material in there, but I want to condense it. I want to condense it down to the 30-minute VOD. How do I go about doing that? Because I have a cheap computer, so I don't have. Now, if I had a real channel and I have to, and again, we get this thing going, we'll fund the Sodaron channel. If I got to hire somebody to do video editing, I'll hire you. If I need to hire an artist, I'll hire you. I've got an artist now working on the Sodaron logo thing or whatever. I listen to too much J.D. Harmeyer from the Howard Stern show. He keeps rubbing off on me saying like and whatever all the time. Anyways, one of the first steps for the Sodaron channel is to get the logos made for the Twitch channel. And those need some good logos, and I've already talked to some people about them. Because I think the Twitch logo is very important, the thumbnail, because you see that every time somebody's streaming, it comes up and you see it. If somebody has a really interesting thumbnail, you want to click on it and look at their stream. It sucked me in I don't know how many times, so I know. And I took graphic design. I know how important logos are. I feel fine now. I could sit here and do this all the time. I don't want to. I'm not going to turn into LS. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, meaning I'm not going to sit in one of these chairs the rest of my life talking about this game from here on in. Because I'm pretty sure some of you guys that got LS going probably sit there now laughing at LS. Because a few years ago, you probably helped fund him and give him money and stuff. And probably helped provoke him to where he is today. And now you're probably tuned in to watch him and see how fun it is to talk about this every day. And that's kind of why kids, I've talked about it in my past content stuff, it's important to be debt free. Because you could be like, I don't know LS, but I've talked to some people and as a coach and said like, hey, my big thing is I don't have debt. I don't have any personal debt. I don't have any college debt. So no bills coming in like that. So, no house payment. Maybe I have rent money. Maybe I don't. Who knows? Maybe I pay rent and that's why. But I'm just saying, like, you don't have any bills like that. It's nice. But you can live debt free. You don't have to be spending money you don't have. Like, that's a thing people get stuck into, where you're living paycheck to paycheck, blowing all your money, and you can have a life where you don't have to spend your money. You can save it. I know that sounds crazy, but you can have days where you don't spend a dime. It's nice. It's nice to have a day where I worked all day. I didn't spend a dime today. I was up since 10 a.m. my time, and now it's 7 a.m. the next day, and did all of my LEC thing, and I promote all. What's one of my main secrets? I'm out promoting it. I'm watching it, but I'm promoting. I'm always working. I can't even describe to it. Just either you get it or you don't. Either you work or you don't. Either you get it or you don't. If you love something, it's not a job. You just always do it. Like yesterday's first, I caught on to Cap's dad yesterday, right? Like that guy, you could tell if he's real, I don't know. It doesn't even matter. I mean, he could be a bot for, I don't know. He's the best bot I've ever seen G2 have, so he can like me and follow me all he wants, right? Like, he seems like the best dad in the world to me. Seems like the best. He's basically a coach on G2 is what I'm saying. Like, I've only paid attention to the guy for one day, and I saw him a couple of days before that on Instagram. And I've been thinking about supporting the G2 army, and this just makes me want to support it even more because it just shows me he has a really good dad. Now, my dad's dead, but it kind of reminds me of my dad from what I see because my dad's name was Michael for the first thing, right? If you guys are religious or anything like that, like there's some stuff into that name and whatever, but my dad was really big into helping others, and I was the only child, and I didn't have any brothers or sisters. So my dad was the type of person that people knew him around town. Like I'd have to go with him through the day, or like say mom worked when I was younger or whatever, my day with dad. He would always be going through town and just go to the post office, gas station, whatever, like always run into like just people. Where when I was a kid, it was annoying because it's like, I just want to get home and play with my toys. And I'm just sitting there like watching my dad talk to this person. And then if anyone's ever met me, you'll probably see why I am the way I am, though. But he just always, somebody knew him, stopped and talked to him, thanked him. Mike, thank you so much. Like nobody said a bad thing about my dad. It was crazy. Like if anybody said a bad thing about my dad, it was me. I was the asshole because I wanted him around and he wasn't around. Right? That was the thing. Like as a kid, I wanted like my dad, hey, come play or whatever. And he worked a lot, so he didn't get that much time. And then the older I got, my dad worked all the time, so which this sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm not. I'm happy. I worked with my dad. I worked crappy part-time jobs with my dad. I worked a job at Outback Steakhouse with my dad, washing dishes. Like my dad worked in a kitchen as a part-time job just to do it. Not because he needed money, but just because meeting people and being around people, just that's the way he was. It's what he taught me. It's about people and connections and talking to others and guiding others. Like he was a Michael. He named me Michael. I'm Sean. What am I saying? I'm Sodaron, right? Like he named me Sodaron. And so my dad, Michael, named me Sodaron. He taught me to guide others. Truly did. And he left this earth at an early age, like 65. But I don't know, like maybe the man was blessed because maybe it was just his time to go already. He was like his funeral. I was overwhelmed because of how many people were there, and I've never met that many people in my life. Like people coming from, he was born completely on the other side of the country and from a military family, so he was kind of forced to go from military base to military base and make friends wherever he goes, right? And that's kind of, maybe if you've met me, Sodaron, like maybe that's how I am. I'm just kind of friendly to everyone and treat everyone as a friend or the same because at the end of the day, we're all on the same rock together, so we're all brothers and sisters, right? But anyways, I kind of see that in Cap's dad, which is weird. And I don't know the guy or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, I see. Because I don't know anything. I know he's got another son, right? And they played Dota 2. I played Warcraft 3, Cap's dad, and Warcraft 2. So you may even know Warcraft 3. And I know I grew up on Grubby, which is a famous Dutch Warcraft 3 player. Maybe you even like played this game or something back then. I don't know. Like that's probably the funny thing is like Cap's dad probably like I played Warcraft 3 or Warcraft 2. Me too. Yeah. I'm probably like old enough to almost have a Caps. That's what's funny. But anyways, my dad was in a Cub Scout leader and Boy Scouts, and he got really big into Cub Scouts and then Boy Scouts, and it got to a point where I even like left the Boy Scouts and didn't want anything to do with it. And some of it was my dad was a leader, and it was just kind of awkward and weird. And at the time, it kind of felt like, and I think my dad did, like he didn't get to be a Boy Scout, so he was like a big kid. And so I kind of see that like in Cap's dad too, or like my dad at the same time. I kind of see that with the League of Legends stuff is what I'm saying, that like the G2 army. The whole point of all of that Cap's dad was what you do with the G2 army is like the Boy Scout thing with my dad. And being out there and making sure every boy and every scout or every boy becomes a scout and making sure that they're having fun and being looked after. Because not only that, I was also adopted as a baby. So not only that, my dad decided, well, I can't have my own kid, so I'll just adopt one to guide, right? So that's just the story of Sodaron, or the persona of who was Sodaron. But Sodaron was just a little bottle of Mountain Dew the day we got him, and we shook him up. I don't know. But anyways, I just see that quality in him with like just like the day I've seen of social media interaction and stuff, of talking to players and fans and encouraging them. This like I see that guiding, and it's just odd because he's a Michael. My dad was Michael. It is what it is. I'm just throwing you the facts out there. You can do what you want with them. Mine is Sodaron, though, and only Sodaron. So going forward, we got a teleport here out of FNATIC.
Make sure they do that so much HCC Broken Blade. Surviving for now, they're just barely able to finish.
Oh no, okay, it's Caps.
Now gonna make sure they do that so much HCC Broken Blade. Surviving for now, they're just barely able to finish it.
And so Caps kind of has a late teleport here, I think.
Desperate to find the pick.
Yes, we gotta call out Broken Blade. What are you doing here, Broken Blade?
After, but the ulti now gonna
1v3 to make their final play. There's only one play left, and it's just taking Nexus. Here's FNATIC's play. 1v3.
landing, overload
1v4.
on the side, desperate to find the pick.
Yeah, Broken Blade kind of made a mistake.
Here's
here.
FNATIC's play. Wait for G2 to make their final play. There's only one play left, and it's just taking the Nexus. Here's FNATIC's play. 1v3.
landing, overload on the
1v4.
side.
It's not good to go in with that Q all the time, Broken Blade. Might want to lay off.
Surviving for now, just
Going in on that Q automatically every time it's up.
Tiny
I
glimmer
just really
of hope
hold
for
on to
FNATIC.
it for
Wonder now
last minute
dashing out to
stuff.
safety.
So if there's
G2
a
cutting the
blunder, maybe
wave,
it's
maybe hoping they can dive them under this Azir tower. Mickey coming around the corner, Hex Flash coming out now. Hooks right in immediately, hits Reckless on top and throwing down the Exes from the backside. The potential to kill everyone. He does so much damage with FNATIC, peeling back pretty well. Cap trying to leap in. Heads up in the midst of the team. The shutdown, miraculous, keeping hope alive.
2 kills for FNATIC.
But I bet
They are
the
on the chase for
Jax
more. They got
trio is more
summoners out of them as well. Little bit greedy from G2, diving onto this Azir tower. Reckless picked up a shutdown alongside Humanoid, I believe. And this came off the back of seeing 3 people mid. Look for the play bot. It's very
It's
early
funny
into the
because,
game, and they're
like,
extending
Broken
into
Blade-
tier 3, so getting those kills is a little bit easy compared to later on. If this Jax was 4 or 5 items, this would have taken a lot longer. But the kill comes through. Caps TP's in, has to run away. The tower's there, shut down to Reckless, and G2 are kind of confused here. They're like, well, we could go back mid, but they'll be able to defend in time. So Mickey just says, let's go. Hook hits Reckless. Exhaust comes down onto Caps. Ult was good by Mickey, but then it's just this push from Humanoid. Hans reacts well, but he just gets pushed back anyway. Doesn't flash in the right direction, you have to imagine. So 2 shutdowns over to the Zeri, and Caps has to flash too. So, yeah, not out of the weeds just yet at all. Still 10, 11,000 gold lead, but a kill's a kill. Those are the mistakes that FNATIC are waiting for. There's going to have to be a hell of a lot more of them, though.
Certainly do, but the good news is
Well,
Reckless
this
is down to
game's
2 items.
24-minute
Getting a
game
big
here.
shutdown.
FNATIC
G2 clearly
G2
focusing
have
up
a
into that
10K
play just to
gold
set their
lead,
sights on
almost
this Baron.
11K
But again, this
gold.
is where we've seen many teams throw away a game. Mickey waiting in the brush, forcing the disengage right off the bat. But the lifesteal coming out already. Yike
We
and
could
Hansama
go
so
further in
far
analysis
ahead.
and detail.
steal,
Like, I mean,
Steal it.
much
Razork waiting to go over the wall, will not quite get it. Broken Blade gonna grab it in the end. FNATIC, they want to keep the fight going. They managed to lock down Mickey X. Can they finish the job? Hansama still standing strong on the backside. Broken Blade leaping forward. Wonder trying to mitigate what he can, but the resets are now coming in for Yike.
A, we're not working for G2. If they were paying us by an hour, we would. We could spend all day on
in this game. Double kill now for Reckless
Or
in
a
the
week.
meantime.
30
Whatever.
seconds on the respawn.
really solve your
Wave
problem.
in top with the Baron buff, 21 minutes into this game. TP back
But
from Broken Blade.
we've probably
Pick up
done a
the
good
Zhonya's,
bit for
healed
one
up. They're
person.
pushing in.
One
Humanoid.
person can
Hook
only do
lands,
one
pushing
thing.
it back to the base. Mickey
This
flashing
is
right
kind of
back
why
over. The mark already
I didn't
down.
get into
Humanoid
the
dropping. This will be
Cap's
it.
dad too.
21 and a half minutes into the game. G2
Best
marching
dad out
victorious
there.
into the
What I
base
see in
of FNATIC.
LOL esports.
One or two small hiccups with a massive gold lead, but this has
I don't
been
know how
a
you top that,
masterclass in
Dad.
domination.
I don't know if they can end 4 people alive
Thank
here
you,
for
Caps
FNATIC.
Dad.
They'll
I
get 2
see what you're
inhibitors
doing.
21
I
minutes into the
appreciate
game.
you.
But they're
I
probably going to
appreciate
have
what
to
you've
back away
done
after
for me
this
already,
unless
man.
Pushing for
they
the
look
fight.
for the dive. Very risky.
Zoning
Diving
away.
the Zero turret is one thing. Diving the Nexus turrets is
I'll help
another.
promote your son
1,000
anytime.
shutdown on Yike.
I've never heard a bad thing
They're going
about
to back away.
Caps.
They have Baron for another 2 minutes, and all they have to
I'm
do is
not
just
a big
reset,
fan
push through
about
bottom.
perks, by the way.
It's as good
I
as
don't
done.
have-
Look at the
I
gold
won't
lead on
say an
Yike as well.
opinion on
6,000
camera or
gold ahead of
anything,
Razork. So
not really
watch
that
Mickey
big
here.
of a fan
Lands the
of
hook, gets the Yumi ult, and when they turn
I mean,
back
maybe I
towards
would
the
meet
Baron,
him in person.
that's the
and
main thing to
definitely
highlight
up
here is just
from
Mickey's
what
hook
I've
again,
seen on
because what
camera.
happens here is as Razork
game is
approaches the pit to queue over, he
the
hooks him
biggest
before he
perks
can get in
fan.
as they're finishing, so he can't steal it. And then G2 back away
It
for a
looks
moment,
like
Razork flashes in, turn onto them, and then
G2's
Yike gets the reset, and I think once he gets the reset,
happier
just have to
2
run
years
kills.
apart.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that Viego's the kind of champion who adds insult to injury.
Yep.
Once you're behind in damage and a Viego team is ahead, he just keeps
Me personally,
resetting,
I don't
and
want to
that
be a
damage
person
deficit
that
feels worse
only
and
brings
worse
around
and
problems.
worse.
I want to be a guy. I
Double
want
kill
people to
coming
go
through is-
Sodaron. That's a guy.
That's the only kind of
that
Yumi I want to see, is the
if I
Viego
bring him
kind.
into
But
our
the Fnatic
world,
Death Brush.
he will fix
Live.
things. I don't want to be a person
But
that
they're going to end
makes
bot.
more problems.
Come on, Caedrel Ash.
And
bro.
that's a problem. You bring
Narrate it for
somebody
us.
in to fix
Looking
problems,
for
you
a
make.
pick, but enemy team is
Bring
running
more
to their
problems
base. So the brush has been exposed.
So, like me
Caps,
personally,
maybe.
I want to
Mickey's
be a
probably just gonna
person
look for a
that
fight. Mickey
Dashing out.
loves a good
I
fight.
Mickey fishing for the
fix
hook.
things,
Reckless now
or
stepping
you
back into
know,
Caps.
like
Caps
I
dashing
can
through,
bring
going
this
invisible.
person in and things
Locked
will
up in the
get
pit, trying to
better.
finish off Reckless. A good exhaust
Whereas
from
like
Rocks.
perks,
Keep his AD carry steady,
maybe
but already
like
one kill
well,
is down.
bring
Caps
perks
hungry for
on,
more
but
blood.
what
G2
are the negatives?
taking their time on the final push. Humanoid doing what he can against these Baron empowered minions.
Maybe there's a lot of
Ignite now, ticking
downside.
down
to
one auto
perks.
from
I don't know.
Hansama, 700
Again,
damage.
I don't have anything against perks.
Just
I've not
deleting
been
him
the
off
biggest
the
perks
map.
fan.
Another one gonna fall as well. It was written on
Always
that first
thought-
few kills going to the back pocket of Hansama. A massive lead, 6K advantage for Hans in the bottom lane alone.
Maybe he's a really good
G2
guy. Maybe he's
walking
literally
their
just like
victory
the
lap
opposite
into the base
attitude
of
that Caps
FNATIC.
is.
They move up to 2-0. Chance to go 3-0 in their games tomorrow on
They want
Monday.
to kill Reckless. They want to kill Reckless. They managed to take him down. They lost 2
I'm
for
just
it,
saying,
but the
I
game is
see
over.
Caps has an awesome dad, so thank
And,
you, Caps
it's only
Dad,
been
for
2
your
games,
support.
but this
Thank
G2
you. I
looks
appreciate it.
really scary.
Please.
Twice
Working
now they
together?
pulled it off through bot. Domination from start to finish.
So G2 get another win here. Now, sadly, I'm
Brutal.
gonna have to do a
That was
VOD
brutal.
review here.
That was an
G2
execution.
that you're not gonna like.
And I think for
because
G2 fans,
G2 lost.
it feels good to see sparks for this team, to see them so dominant, to hit the ground running. For FNATIC fans, it's crushing. 'Cause
So
not
it's
only are
hard
you
for
now
me to get
0-2,
these
you're 0-2
VOD
against
reviews
a
going, but
longtime
once I
rival.
get going, I'm
Would've
alright. I
loved
think
to
I'm like
see a
4
strong
hours
start
now
for
into
FNATIC.
my half
For
hour
this
long
season,
video. I
you
set
don't
up.
have a strong start. You may not even make it
Hey,
to the second
what's up,
stage.
chat? I'm
Yeah, it's a
I'm
long
still at it, man.
couple of weeks.
I'm probably gonna not sleep
but
and
short
just
in
do
the
some
sense that you only
more.
have 9 games now.
What's
They
up,
need
chat?
to start picking up wins.
Beautiful
G2 looking
Soda wisdom.
really, really
Oh, well,
dominant.
thank you,
FNATIC needs
chat.
to get themselves on the board.
I'm about to cut this VOD off and do some more stuff.
High fives all around.
I'm about to take a
Yeah.
break.
And it's
go eat some food.
interesting because the first time in a long
really
time we're
haven't.
seeing a team
I really
that on
need to sit
paper
down and make some good
should
food.
have certain strengths,
I haven't
really
even
showing
done
those
that yet
strengths
today.
so
I've been
early on in
working
the split. It's a rare thing to
10
see.
a.m.
You know,
and
you have a lot of
7:15
super teams.
Yeah.
But I think when we
Crazy
talked about
like
this
that.
before on Euphoria, I was actually kind of skeptical of G2 because again, we hadn't seen the ceilings.
Gonna
on
try to
in a
not
while.
sleep today,
Not
and
to discount
see,
their
it says it's
previous seasons
sunrise
entirely,
now.
but
It's 7
this was
o'clock
something
in the
that I think we
morning.
wanted to see more from, and
I can
they
probably
have
go watch
shown it in the first two
LCK.
games. They have absolutely dominated in the 2v2 before we even get Yike into the picture.
And you talk about strength, this is a completely different style from G2.
I don't
And
eat
last year, it's
donuts,
all
so
about
I'm gonna
top
go
side,
make
broken
some
down
biscuits.
carries, you know, focusing
I
up
get
their
up
lane,
every
plus helping
morning
out
and
the
I
solo
make
lanes, bot lane, just
fresh
trying to weather
from
the storm,
scratch
save
biscuits.
champs. We saw a little bit of Kai'San, such an MSI,
Eggs,
but that was the whole way
rice,
the year worked. Set as
fruit,
Seraphine, things like that.
milk,
But now
and
it's just
tea.
all about bot lane. It's flipped. Broken Blade's on his own,
And,
just chilling in top lane, watching his team dominate through bot.
I don't know, maybe
And,
I'll
as
have
long as
that
he goes
again
even
since
or
it's
ahead,
like
then I think the team is pretty much
almost
set.
24 hours. It's
Uh,
about the next day. But
Player of the
I
game,
made
and
biscuits
LEC, you see the
yesterday, and I
options
think I
in
made
front
like
of
10
you.
of them. And I
Mickey X, but we're standing by with the top father
worked
himself.
hard.
See what he has to say.
I need to go eat and reset.
Yeah, we are.
But
Come on, keep going.
today's the LEC,
No.
so we've got
Go
the
ahead then,
second
move
day
to chats.
LEC going.
You can keep going.
Here in the USA, it's the biggest football day of the year because not next weekend, the weekend after next is the
Exactly.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Chat,
That's pretty cool,
I
isn't
gotta
it?
scroll down.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I don't know how to
Yeah,
operate
they've
this
been
stuff
loud
yet.
all day, but I'm gonna
probably
say,
just hire a
Johan
moderator
Sama's gonna be on
someday to do it.
PGL.
Yeah.
I don't think he did that much this game.
I don't want to
I
learn
mean, I
it.
didn't have to do much.
No, exactly.
My bot lane was
Yeah,
and my
I'm-
jungle actually. They were really,
I'm about
really
3 hours
active,
away,
really smurfing
2.5 hours away
So
from
for me,
Cincinnati.
I knew like
So
after they
the
won the
Bengals,
3-3 on
and
bot
I'm
side,
20
I
minutes
literally
away
just
from
had
where
to
Joe Burrow
chill,
went to high school.
not die to any ganks, make sure
So-
Xander's not fat. And I knew
Pretty
I knew
big
with
on
the
Joe
way,
Burrow and the
Hans Sama
Bengals.
was talking this game, we're communicating. The game is just over.
What do you mean?
And
What
I
was he
think
saying?
Burrow's the next.
No, like
I don't
he was-
wanna
when
jinx
he's
him,
ahead,
but, like, he's the next Tom
he's
Brady.
really
I've said
active in comms, you
the
know,
next
and
Tom
especially when
Brady
he
for
plays
a couple
Draven,
years now.
he's just very good on the champ, right? As you could see this game,
And he's
I
like
think
so
Yike
good
as
that I
well
don't
played
even
a
worry
really good
about
second
him.
game.
I don't
Again,
want to
very
put
glad,
pressure
very
on
happy
him.
actually. So in the game, I felt
Then
very
my
calm,
best
and
friend's
Midlane
a
also felt
Niners
very calm.
fan,
I guess
and,
there was not much action going on
This
there.
might be the
But
scariest
bot lane and jungle
49ers
were
team I've
doing
ever seen.
really, really good job throughout
But,
the whole game. And I was just laying back, relaxing, just playing jacks.
Yeah.
So
They got a rookie
It was
quarterback.
good, indeed.
so
You didn't need to do that much.
I would bet
and it was a very
Bengals.
comfortable victory. When it comes to the draft,
I
though,
think that the Bengals
some
won the
could
Super
say
Bowl last
some
year.
risky
dude.
business, right? They
I
have a lot
really
of CC. You
honestly
gave
think
Humanoid
that
one of his favorite
the Bengals
champions,
had the Super
etc.
Bowl
What
last
was
year,
the thinking
and
behind it?
NFL
Because
came
it
in
spoke to me
and
from a point of a lot
said,
of confidence. It seemed like from the
because they
G2
spent
camp that
like
you were willing to go for your
$7
draft versus a lot
billion
of their strong
building
picks.
that football stadium.
I think it just
bringing
depends on how we play
the
certain champions
NFL
as well.
to
I think
LA
we are very comfortable on a lot of those.
and the Super Bowl and
I
all
think
that.
we
And I
just
swear they
played a lot better.
that
you
was
know?
part
That's
of it,
also a
was
big,
getting that
factor
Super
of
Bowl
why,
win, and it was rigged.
things working.
So the Bengals won
And
the
again,
Super
like,
Bowl to me
once the
last
bowling
year,
gets rolling,
and
Draven gets ahead. It's just
I don't even
very,
want to
very
begin
easy.
to jinx
And for me,
them
it's
this
like,
year.
I think Jax is pretty
Now
strong.
the Eagles might be the
Um,
scariest football
so
team
it's
I've ever
just
seen
a
in my life.
easy
is
game
what's
for me.
funny
Yeah,
about
for
all
sure.
of this. Is
You're
the
allowed to
Eagles.
say that, if it was comfortable. When it
I
comes
hope
to
the
G2,
Eagles
though,
just
we were
smash the
jokingly making the
49ers.
remark of like, 2009 G2,
And,
like all
it's
those
funny
things that
because
happened.
my best
Mickey
friend,
said,
like
yeah,
I
no,
said,
that's exactly what I feel.
I'm a
we heard you
Ravens
in the Match of the
fan.
Week video going, the atmosphere is great. I feel like we're
And
going to get
I'm a
such
Ravens
high
fan
highs.
because I have family from
I feel like
Baltimore.
that's dangerous at
and
some
like
point,
I
especially in games
traveled
like this
there
where you're
and been
so
there and
far
stuff,
ahead.
and so
Is
I
there
just
any
adopted
action to kind of
the
temper the
Ravens.
excitement to make sure that you don't get overexcited?
Well, over the last
or you're
couple
just
years,
riding the wave right now?
Like I've known about
Well,
Joe Burrow. I knew about him from
I'm not really
Athens,
sure.
and then I watched him
we
on
just go with the flow
LSU.
kind of in this team. I think
and
we've
he
been
won
doing
the
really well so far
championship.
in practice and also
And there's
on
an
stage,
even
I guess,
bigger
right?
story
We won 2
where
games, which is very
he
nice.
went to Ohio State
Also, there's
University,
less games, so
which
each game matters
is
more, which
the
is
big
really
football
nice to win,
college, Ohio
those games
State.
as well, right? And I think winning
Right?
against FNATIC especially feels
And
really, really great.
he
as a
was on their
G2
roster
player, right?
for 3
So
years
I'm very happy with that.
at Ohio
And,
State when Urban Meyer was
yeah,
the
just looking forward
coach
for tomorrow's
and
game.
sat on the bench
Hopefully, you're gonna win that
for
as well.
3
Let's see.
years.
Another question about kind of your development.
His
is
senior
that
year,
we
he
saw this
leaves,
out of
goes
G2
to
also in
LSU and
spring of
wins
last
the
year,
college
right? You guys were
championship.
great. Maybe you had some games that you weren't too happy with, but then you went on that
Why did
insane
Urban Meyer
run
set him
to
on the
win
bench
the
for
title
3
in
years?
spring. And I guess my question is, as we saw that winding down
Now,
towards the
there's
end
a
of the
lot
year,
of things
unfortunately,
about
for
Urban
G2,
Meyer, though, where they
this isn't
found
meant to be
pictures of him
blame
out
at
clubbing
all.
with young girls and
Are
stuff
there
like that, where
any
obviously the
dynamics in
guy
place in terms
must have been
of
maybe like
kind of
out
making sure
cheating on
that
his wife type of
habits
guy,
maybe that you
partying
had
all the
back
time?
then, or
So
thing things that you
maybe
did in
that's
game
why
that
he
you
bitched
should
to Joe
better? Are
Burrow
you
and
thinking
kept
that
the
far
other
ahead, or are you
players
just trying
because
to
maybe they'd
incorporate
go
the new
clubbing
players into the
tonight or
lineup?
something? And I
Well,
could
it's a
see
very
Joe
good
Burrow
question.
being the
So
type of
thank you for
player
that,
that
Stefan.
he
I
would
think
like to
we
go
have a really,
clubbing,
really great staff
that he
behind
just put in the hard work, and
all
I
the
could
players
see Joe
to
Burrow.
keep us
That's another
accountable.
reason I would
So
be
shout
pissed
out to
off
them,
too.
shout out to
And I
everyone
could
in the
see it,
staff,
like
because
Burrow.
we all
He's got
do
this
our mistakes, right?
fire
And last year we did
that
mistakes,
Brady
and I
didn't
think
even
we
have
all learn from
in
that.
him.
And having the same staff over
Brady
the
had
year
the fire
is
of
something
Michigan,
we can
but
just
Burrow
take
has
with
the
us, you know, and
fire
learn
of
from that.
sitting
And I
on the
think
bench
we're
for 3
already
years
making
at
sure
Ohio
our
State
habits are building up.
when he could have
you
won
know,
the
and,
championship for them
trying to
3
keep
years
those
in a
good
row.
habits and trying to
And then
get
his
away from
coach
bad habits.
was working him
And
out
we
every
did it
day.
really,
This
really
is the
early
part
already.
they don't tell
we
you about.
mentioned a lot of stuff
But
early on
so
already,
Urban
like
Meyer's like working
potential
Joe Burrow
challenges,
out
how we
every
like to
day.
call them in our team. So
In
that
practice
they
on the
don't happen,
field,
or if they happen,
but then not
we
playing him
resolve them really, really
on
fast.
Saturdays,
That's why I'm really, really
but
confident
going out and
in this
clubbing.
team. And I'm very happy to be playing
So there's
with
that
this,
about Burrow and the
whole squad.
fire that Burrow has
exceptional
that
answer
burns
as well.
inside of
Final
him that I
question.
wouldn't want to see when
When it
I'm
comes
on a
to your
football
main
field.
rivals in the
That I know
LEC
Burrow
this
has
day and
burning
age and in
deep
LEC
down
winter,
inside
maybe
of
from
him in
behind
his
the scenes
eyes.
scrims, and
Like
your
I
general
feel
impressions,
some of
who do you
that
think it's
pain
going to be
he
for G2
has.
this year?
That's some of the pain that like burns
I
in
would
me,
say
Sodaron, is some of that
Koi,
pain
maybe?
that Joe Burrow has. So
probably ourselves.
that's why I guess
think,
we get up and score touchdowns all the time
I think
when the camera's on
I don't
us.
want to be too cocky, but I do feel
So-
like right now we're the best. Don't want to be too cocky, of
Hopefully.
course.
You can't just say, I don't want to be too
You know,
cocky,
I'm
and then say
pulling
something
for
cocky.
the.
and then-
It
a
don't
humble
matter to me, but
first
I'd like to
place.
see Joe Burrow
Okay,
get a Super
I like it.
Bowl.
A humble first place. Lovely.
I live 20 minutes from where his
Thank you so much for that, Broken Blade. Happy
parents
late
live and
birthday
stuff,
as
and
well.
the
and
the
thank you
town
to
would
the
probably
G2
go
fans and all the
absolutely
fans that are
nuts.
here
That
in the
would be
studio for the whole
Thank you,
weekend
guys.
already. We're going to
But
take
it's
a
not
quick
for
break.
that.
But when we come back, it's PGL with special guest
A lot of
Sam
Joe
Sama.
Burrow
See you
winning the Super Bowls for the people in my area that have that fire burning in us. Where we've been screwed our entire lives by people like Urban Meyer from Florida. That, they're better. We're in the Midwest, so nobody cares. Nobody cares. So, yeah, I guess that's going to do it for today's. This is the VOD review of. And plus, the LCS broadcast is out already. This was supposed to just be a 30-minute video, but this is the FNATIC versus G2 VOD. So thank you, chat, for being there for me. Chompy the Turtle. And more can't, LOL. And Pizza Ball 2. And I know there's many more Sodaron fans out there in the world that are asleep right now. And so you're with us in our thoughts. And please tell your friends about the Sodaron YouTube channel, Twitch channel. I'm on Twitter, so please follow, like, or subscribe. There's a bigger picture to it. It's not just about me. Like, Sodaron is a brand. It's not this guy here on the microphone. It's like you guys in chat, too. Like, this is a brand we can get going someday. That we have a platform where we don't like people, like in the esports industry. Say somebody's mean to us or something. Or like say a video game company rips us off. Well, we can go on the internet and have this platform and bring them down. So that's what we're working for. No way, bro. The Eagles, all the bird teams. Jet fuel doesn't smell. Yeah. Well, my thing with the Eagles is that I don't like the Eagles, but Jalen Hurts has a fire burning in him, where there's this guy named Kyler Murray that came in after Jalen Hurts, but somehow got a bigger contract than Jalen Hurts on Oklahoma. So there's Kyler Murray and there's Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts was the better player between the two because they're from the same college, Oklahoma. Jalen Hurts played in the Big 12 championship game. I think he went to the SEC, or no. The Big 12 championship game, that's right. I thought Jalen played for Oklahoma. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Like, I thought Jalen Hurts played for Oklahoma, and then, okay, so then you had Kyler Murray was the thing. And Kyler Murray wasn't as good as Jalen Hurts. But for some reason, he had like this big praise behind him. And so for some reason, he was just famous. When like Jalen Hurts was the guy that why Kyler Murray is famous. It's because of Jalen Hurts. So then there's like my team's the Ravens, right? Which I disown them right now. It's the Bengals. I'm trading in all my Ravens. I'm going Bengals. But my team was the Ravens, which I would rather have. The Bengals are closer to me. The reason I pulled for the Ravens was I have family in Baltimore. So that's why. But like the Bengals is a closer team. Well, that was the point I'm making is Lamar Jackson. I'm not happy about that guy. And like Joe Burrow just proved himself to me over the last 3 years why Lamar's a joke. When, Joe Burrow's already been to the Super Bowl. Lamar lost. We had like one really awesome season of Lamar, and then he's been hurt. And it's kind of like the stuff they do in League of Legends where like it's like hopium where it's like, oh, but there's next year, guys. He'll be good next year, right? Like it's that way with Lamar where it's like we're in 2023 and I'm watching the Bengals play right now, right? And then I got fans telling me, oh, don't worry about it. The Ravens are going to be great next year. Like, guys, we're worried about this year. We're in 2023 still. I'm not worried about next year. I'm worried about this year and the money being spent this year. See, they screw the fans with that, where they literally take money from next year, or they like spend the fans' money, but on next year from this year. And that's what's crazy. And it's crazy, man, because like they're not family, but they're friends that are basically family. And they're season ticket holders for the Browns, right? So there's years, I haven't been there in a few years, but I would go to Browns games. And they spend like 10 grand a year for season tickets to have like a row of tickets or whatever. Man, that's a lot of money to be pissing away to have a team that loses every game, right? Like I wouldn't be spending 10 grand on a team that bad. And what I don't get is yeah, it's awesome up there, dude. Like, I'll tell you now, like, that is one of the coolest things you could ever go do is go to a Browns game because it's literally like this 2-mile long parking lot of just partying, drunkenness, crazy, like half naked girls women running around. You can't say girls. See, this is a problem like I have, like in this LOL stuff I'm working on. I'm 36. Now, how old, like, what's a girl, right? Like, I'm 36. I'm into women, right? I'm not into girls. And so, like, what's a girl's like 18, right? Like, a woman's like 35, right? Like, Sharks, like, that's a woman, right? Sharks, she's 35, a woman. Now, a girl would be somebody that's like 18, 19, 20-ish. But I'm 36. I can't be into girls. That's even weird. Oh, you've never been to a football game. They're awesome to go to. Golf is amazing live. And I'll tell you another one that's funny live is NASCAR. NASCAR is awesome live. I got forced into that with my family in NASCAR and then ended up going to races live, and they're awesome. They're not cool on TV is the problem. Like, they're awesome in person. It's just on TV, they're stupid. And that's probably the opposite with League of Legends. Like, League of Legends probably looks awesome on my TV, but if I went to one, and I was going to go to Worlds, right? Like, that's last year I was going to spend like maybe 1 to 2 grand and go to either New York, the World's Finals, or Atlanta, and go to the second to last week. Was I gonna spend $1,000 to $2,000 on live League of Legends? No. Like one thing I was gonna do was maybe go to the world's finals and fly out there. Yeah, fly. Yeah, it would have been fun to spend $2,000 and fly out spend $2,000 of my own money, fly out to LA or whatever, and where you gotta wait in line. Don't you have to wait at the airports forever? Or no, it's the traffic in LA and California, right? Like literally it'll take you 8 hours to drive somewhere that should take you 1 or 2 hours because the traffic's so bad. So then you have to fly. So then you have to fly somewhere that literally should take you like an hour or two to drive. Dude, I wouldn't want to live out there. I wouldn't want to be stuck in traffic the rest of my life. Could have been, yeah. But anyways, like spend like $2,000, you know, fly out to the League of Legends World Championship. It just didn't seem like it was put together that well for me to drop that much money. So I saved my money. But I was gonna spend $1,000 of my hard-earned money. I was just gonna piss away to go watch some live League of Legends. You know, the best esports game there is in the world, Riot tells everyone. Everyone and their brother should be watching League of Legends because it's the best esports game, period. That's what they tell us. What's something you would love spending $2,000 on, bro? A good hooker would be a good one because that's a lot cheaper than a wife or a marriage or kids you don't want. So I would probably say that. Probably a really good hooker. And maybe even, like, maybe if it, like, see, I would rather spend my money and go to the Netherlands where I think hookers are legal over there. I think they are. I mean, I guess you could go online too, but we're just talking like theoretically, like legally, because I don't want to say anything offensive. I don't want to offend Riot because they've never offended me before. You know, and this is the way I am, Chompy the Turtle. Like, I treat people the way they treated me. So I've tried for 10 years to work with Riot. So, you know, I'm going to treat them the way they treated me the entire time. So they're going to have a blast. But I would probably take that $2,000 and spend it and go to the Netherlands where I guess hookers are legal, or there's like the red light district or whatever. And I'd spend it on that, Chompy the Turtle, because that's a much better investment than going to the League of Legends World Championship. Let me see if I can pull this off without laughing. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the problem. You got to be able to say this shit without laughing, and like I can do it. So, you know, I just messed it all up. I'm just kidding. I said the S word for you. I mean, is somebody really gonna go through my 4-hour-long video and go, he said shit? Oh, can't hire him now. Right? So like, but you know, I'm just saying it to you now because I'm just joking around with you. But my biggest reason of not saying it, dude, is because it's a cheap way of content. And so I just see kids like constantly cussing and stuff. Or like if I sit here and talk like that, I'm just I would rather force myself to not cuss, right? Because maybe someday I can be like a professional broadcaster. At least I could go like this to Riot, and I could probably be a real dick now and try to get a job with Riot and make them go through my entire YouTube VODs from last year where I literally have like 1,000 hours of me sitting here talking and I literally didn't cuss the entire time. And then they like, you gotta hire me. Name another kid that could sit and talk for hours and thousands of hours that doesn't cuss every other word they say. You're not gonna find it. So I know I have that advantage. That's one reason why I do that. But I'm not like anti-cussing, but I think it's like a cheap way of content and stuff. And I'm not gonna say it. I think it's funny to like not say it and make a big deal about it. To be honest with you, it's funny to like make a deal. It's funny to not ever be offended by things. I could never broadcast. I don't know the names. Yeah, like I could literally sit here and write the names of every single champion on paper and all of that. And Riot will literally not hire me. How is that not a fucking job to know all that shit? I don't get it. I mean, I know all of the champions and how to spell them. I don't think people on the broadcast know that. And I'm not like bragging or anything. But how is that not like a job requisite at Riot? They literally look at me and go, huh. Where I'm like, I've been playing your game for 10 years. I've watched all of your content. I've got all of it. I'm one of the only people in your entire game that literally went out and I literally earned all of your champions, Riot. I didn't buy them. I had to hard earn them myself. Riot doesn't care. Do you ever play LOL? What's that? Laudel. I don't know what Laudel is. It sounds like Yordle. Oh no, I wouldn't want to check out an offensive website. Uh-oh, what if a porn site pops up? Yes, League of Legends champions. Wait, did I mess the game up? I am very funny. I like to make people laugh. A lot of my problem is I'm always busy making myself laugh and people aren't in on the jokes. York is a male top who is magically altered. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. I don't get this. Like, I must be really old, is all I know. What am I supposed to be doing? What am I supposed to be guessing? Oh, today's League of Legends champion. Oh, okay. I'm really dumb. What do you do if it's like you and you don't know that many of the champions? Like, I know it's a male, not top laner, not that species. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I actually need to go take a piss. I think I'm gonna take a piss and think about this. It's not from the Shadow Isles. I would probably be really good at this. I could probably really sell these champions to people. Okay. It's a he, and he's not a top laner, and he's not human. Right? And he's not magically altered. I don't know, man. I bet people could spend all day playing this stupid ass game. Is it your website? Please tell me it's your website. That would be that would be like the greatest thing ever. Yes, he's Malay and he uses mana. No, I just think it's a genius website that I bet people play this stupid thing all day long. And then if you got that, then you got advertisement. Hey now. All right. I'm not that talented. Oh, that's not true. Everyone's talented. Okay. I don't know, man. There's only like 150 some more to be guessing from, so. Oh, well, you got some talent, right? You got to have some type of talent. Chompy the turtle. I think Chompy the Turtle's like, man, I've never had this much attention on me. I don't know what this is like. I think that's what Chompy the Turtle's going through right now. It's a weird feeling, isn't it? To be like, oh my God, somebody's actually paying attention to me. I don't know what this is like. That's how I feel. That's what I go through, man. Like even having you here, like, yeah, that's how it feels. Like that's actually how it. Whatever you just felt with me, that's what I'm feeling from you. That's literally how this feels. It's amazing, isn't it? To like actually have somebody care about you and be there. Like this stuff's cool. I'm like you. I've never had anyone in my life ever give a shit about me or care about anything that I'm ever interested in. I'm being dead serious. Like I've had I don't know how many girlfriends and serious relationships, and they never cared about anything that I was interested in, Chompy the Turtle. All they cared about was any money I had or how to use me and take advantage of me. That was it. And I slowly realized all the females I was with, basically, that's all they were after because they never cared about me. I had one that I had like two I messed up with that like one of them played League of Legends, and I kid you not, I was with her, and a month later, she went from being brand new at League of Legends to gold ranked, right? And it created a rift between her and I because I tried to tell her the way League of Legends is I've always been forced to solo play League of Legends. I never went out and duoed with anyone, and I think the entire ranked system is rigged because of being able to go with your friend in the solo queue and have a friend that you know and you can communicate with already gives you a huge advantage over all the other people that have no clue who they're playing with and have no communication with them. Yeah, I want them to. This is why I don't play ranked. I've said for years that their ranked system is BS, that it's inflated. Because I watch players go like me where they go by themselves and they don't have a friend to help them carry and they lose their fucking games and then they go, I'm losing half my games. I don't understand. I only win 50% of my games. And then I go, if you win 50% of your games, then that means you're only a coin flip player. You're only winning 50%. You might as well take a coin like this and go, am I going to win or lose? I don't know, because that's literally how the game works. And until people don't play that way, that's how solo queue is. And that's what they're stuck in, man. That's literally what they're stuck in. And the pros finally realize, oh, wait a minute. If I need my jungler, I just go, hey, jungler, come in, I need you. And you just ask your teammate to help you. That's really like the feeling I told you a minute ago, Chompy, how you see what it's like to have somebody care about you? That's what it's like to have teammates, dude. Like there's actually teams out there where there's people like me coaching that's like, hey, Chompy, I care about you, dude. Like I like you and care about you. Do your thing. No, I don't like Tyler 1. If I have anything that I'm against, it's Tyler 1. I'm just, and maybe Tyler 1 is funny, and maybe I need, and I'm not knocking Tyler 1 because maybe I need to check out Tyler 1's content. Maybe he'd make me laugh. I don't know. But my point, gotta put this headband back on. But I got this girlfriend to gold account. My point was I got this girlfriend, literally got a girlfriend gold ranked. I didn't get gold ranked. I didn't, like, I don't think I did all my duos, or I don't think I did my promos, or no. Yeah, I think I did my promos. I don't know, but like I would carry her and then like be like, well, I don't want to play anymore. And I'd already been playing the game a lot anyways, so I would go do my thing. Well, she would like duo. She would, what I'm trying to say is like, well, when I wouldn't play with her, she didn't go play solo queue. No, no, no. She met a guy that wanted to duo with her. So she never once played solo queue on her own. She never went played bottom lane like I do, or I lost my 6 promos in a row the other day because every single random support I get literally just stands in the side brush like this while I'm getting hit by skill shot after skill shot after skill shot, and literally just stand there and not do anything when a support needs to auto attack and all this other stuff. Like, the support's supposed to be damaging while laning, not just the AD. Like, the support can do damage too on the minions and last hit and all that. And I taught her that right from the beginning. I taught her support, and I taught her how to, and then I think I made her AD. But anyway, so she AD'd and like got basically like carried to gold, and it went to her head. And we're not friends anymore because I had this girlfriend that I was good friends with because of this stupid fucking game. Literally went and got like gold ranked, and then like met other assholes online that were also gold ranked that said, well, I'm a stupid loser piece of shit because I'm not gold ranked like them. Like, I literally lost a girlfriend because of this shit. It's so stupid. She couldn't do it on her own. She fell for their BS and listened to their BS. It's just ridiculous, man. No, I'm not worried about him. She has a daughter named Leona. So, whatever. Good for her, huh? She has a daughter named Leona. I know nothing about her daughter. So, but yeah, that's how, yeah. Yep. I don't know, dude. Nothing like against her and anything. Like, she's happy. She's happy with her daughter and everything. It's just literally this game broke her and our relationship apart. It's like, I mean, it wasn't good. It's not good to date a girl or be in a relationship with a female that you also play League of Legends with all day long. Like, her and I didn't work out because we played EverQuest and then we played League of Legends, which EverQuest is like World of Warcraft. And we raided that like all day. All we did was sit around and play video games all day, and that was like the worst life. Like, basically, my whole point of all of it, I didn't cuss or say anything bad. I've never said a bad thing in life. But anyways, my point was, like, never mind. I lost my train of thought on it with her. It really doesn't matter. I was just saying, like, even with that girl, the ranked went to her head that she was gold, so she automatically was better than I am, even though I had been playing the game for years beforehand. So, but it just goes to people's heads. That's just, oh well. So I learned, Chompy the Turtle, it's not a good thing to date. If you play video games, it's not that great to have a video gaming girlfriend because it gets really old. They literally went to her head where, like, she literally thought she was better than me at the game when I taught her how to play the damn game and I got her into watching the pro stuff. But it doesn't. She played EverQuest, which was like wow, and she was better. She was better at video games than I was. Like, she could beat my ass at Super Smash Brothers. I couldn't even come close to ever beating her in Super Smash Brothers, for example. This girl was ridiculous. Or EverQuest, which is like World of Warcraft. Like, she was ridiculous in that game. But as a male and dating a girl or having a wife or a relationship, having one inside a video game is meaningless to me. I would rather have one outside of the video game, like a real relationship, wife, girlfriend. That it's, again, from what I had, and we played video games all the time and talked video games all the time, it wasn't that good. Yeah. Soda wisdom. Don't date girls that you play video games with. It doesn't end up well, trust me. They end up with all your stuff. They really do, every time. If you're a guy and they're a girl, or a woman, or a female. This is the Sodaron room, the room for bad advice. No, I only give good advice here, and my advice is free. But I think she named her daughter Leona. I was just saying, like, I don't know if it's my daughter or whose daughter it is type thing. Is what I don't know. I don't think it's mine. That's what I was saying. I think she, like, tried to maybe kind of imply maybe it was at one point or something. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's messed up. That's why I'm saying she got a daughter named Leona out of it, is what I was saying, and I'm being serious. It's not my daughter. I may have like 3 or 4 of them running out there. I mean, you never know, guys. Well, this is the thing that females kind of get guys on, is kids kind of raise themselves. It's not that hard to raise kids. Anyways, just got to be around there. Yeah, she got a support out of it. At least she got a support now. Ha ha! She's an AD meme. At least she's got a support now. Oh, I'm so funny. Well, I'm sure that'll end my VOD really well with get this man on child support. I really don't have children out there. So, never been married, no children. My children are all the LOL esports children out there and fans of the world. So until next time, this is Sodaron saying good night. Guys, I'm going to take this and upload it to my channel so you can watch it again. I've only said about 3.5 hours of crazy stuff, so we'll see what he says next time. You never know what Sodaron's going to say is what's so great about him, so... Yeah, I mean, that's... People like... I guess people like stuff like that where they never know what he's going to say next. They'll tune in. So, good night, guys. Thank you for your support. I don't know. I'll probably keep working on stuff today, so I'll see you around. So, take it easy. Remember, it feels good when you have somebody there that actually cares about you, Chompy. It's real, dude. Like, thank you for being there for me, dude, because that stuff's real. You felt it. I felt it. There are real people out there in the world. So wherever you are, if you're stuck in some bad situation,